Hello, my name is Alec Arreola-Coburn, and this is my recording for Project 2, 3 Pattern Design in Illustrator. If you go ahead and go to the Project 2, 3 Pattern Design folder in the class Google Drive, go to my name, Alec Arreola-Coburn, and then final file submission. We'll start with the final submission one, so project 2, Alec Arreola-Coburn underscore final underscore 01, the PDF. If you go ahead and open it, you'll see the 2x2 inch design, and then it projected as a pattern onto the 11 by 17. I think that this is a really interesting pattern that I developed, the geometric shape of a cube with intersecting what looked like E's. I think that I did a good job with the color in that they're really analogous, and it's really it's not necessarily complementary in the sense of color, but complementary to the eye, and that it fits well. In terms of space and shape, you can see that there's not really much lack thereof. There's definitely good use of the figure-ground relationship, and I think there's a good balance to be struck. If you look at the mock-up for this, you'll see that it is a t-shirt design. I really like this just because it is an interesting contrast between like the rigid lines and the form of a person in a t-shirt. It's like bending over the person, there's creases, but the pattern still works well. Then if we go ahead and proceed to the second submission, project 2, Alec Arreola-Coburn underscore final underscore 02 PDF, you'll see my second vector illustration, which is intersecting, overlapping shapes. This is the traditional Spanish Mexican tile that you would see in like a villa or like a town center, and the colors are pretty accurate to that as well. Again, I think the color use is good. It's not overwhelming, and the colors work well together. Space and shape definitely works well. You could see that the shapes have a clear ending at each respective end, like the lines rather that make the shapes, which helps create a really uniform pattern. There is a good balance as well. It's not overwhelming to look at, nor is it too simple. The size meets the requirements, 2x2 for the initial illustration, and then the 11 by 17 pattern. Okay, and then if we go ahead and proceed to the mock-up for this, it is just the pattern projected onto a wall, not necessarily any particularly special wall, but a wall nonetheless, what the pattern is inspired by, and you can see it really lets it pop in contrast to the boring stone, concrete rather, staircase that it's projected onto. Finally, for the third one, project 02 underscore Alec Arreola-Coburn final 03 PDF. This is a pattern. It's the Lisa Juice pattern. If you go ahead and look that up, it is a mathematical curve for a parametric equation which describes complex harmonic motion. It is based off a pendulum with the needle swinging. just if you were to pull it back and let go and you let gravity do the rest of the work, this is the design that is made from it. The color scheme is inspired by a chessboard because I thought it was a good juxtaposition of order with chaos. Not necessarily in the sense that this is a chaotic pattern, but where a chessboard is very rigid and has squares, this does not, obviously. So, yeah, and then again, color. I think it's really good. Chessboards all have this kind of color scheme, and they look really cool. So I think I hit that mark. The actual mock-up is it also works as a tie-dye, so I just put it onto a tote bag, and I think it works really well. It's kind of like a psychedelic experience. So yeah, thank you.